Alright, here we go. It's time to continue our adventure through Euro Truck Simulator 2, our no GPS and with the ProMods installed. There has been no update since last time, and I haven't reverted my game, so we might still have some missing textures. Maybe it was good enough just restarting the game, who knows, we'll see. It wasn't too bad though, and those were the only issues we had, so it's probably going to be fine. And we are currently on Iceland. And we're probably going to spend quite a little time here. It's going to be some difficult roads and some interesting things to see, hopefully. So, yeah, let's continue on with that, shall we? Let's see how we're doing right now, first of all. Are we dying? Are we sleepy? Do we have fuel? I don't know. Let's find out. Here we are on a parking lot. Nice. How are we doing? 2 hours until next rest, so we might as well rest. Fuel should be good enough for now. So let's see if we can figure out some place to sleep. Okay, right across the street. That might be a garage though. That's a repair place. Okay, so left, right, left. Okay. left, right, left. Alright? Alright. Should be something we can remember, I think. Let's hope so. Let's make sure everything is set up properly here. It's not. Okay, there we go. More lights on? Yeah, they were. Okay. What did I say just now? Left. Wait, was it left or right first? Oh no. I think it was left, right, left. Yeah. So this would be first left. Yeah, so that is a garage you can buy. I could potentially buy it just to sleep there. Don't think we have enough money though. So yeah, probably. I wonder how different the experience would have been if you could just sleep basically anywhere. Man, all of the signs, are they supposed to be yellow? I guess they are, right? Even this crosswalk thing has a yellow background. Seems strange. Well, it doesn't seem strange really, but you know. And I guess maybe it's because of the snow. It would be hard to see it because of all the snow. But the yellow color is actually pretty difficult to see in the snow. Stun. Should be a roundabout. Yep. Correct. Well, sorry about that. Come on. Go. Alright, I'll go. Thank you. I guess. Oh, I'm gonna get rammed. I'm gonna get rammed so hard. Wait, that sounds incorrect, but... Okay, we didn't get rammed. Oh god, I rammed myself. All of that just because I tried to signal correctly. Did not pan out the way I expected it to. Alright. Well. Hello, level 1. I feel like I missed a spot, but maybe not. Should be here then? Yeah, so we still have the texture problem. Look at this building, for instance. That might... Maybe that's supposed to look like that, but yeah, the road texture is still missing. My brakes! Okay. Whee! Alright, you should check out Tunic Game. Tunic Game? Once again, my freaking controls are not working. Why? This has nothing to do with the game. This has got to do with Logitech. Fuck. Am I controlling the camera in game? No. So my wheel is connected, but it's not used in the correct profile. Hello? Okay, so that should fix it. Alright, problem fixed. You should check out Tunic Game. What is Tunic Game? Is it a game where you wear a tunic? Sounds good. Oh, nighttime on Iceland. Nice. Let's look for a job. So we do have a couple of places that we want to check out, obviously. Let's look at the map first. Basically anything. We've driven through here. Up here could be cool, picking a job up maybe, or deliver later. Seems like a big cave or something. Ice Hotel? Gotta keep that in mind, that seems interesting. Otherwise we just have a couple of places over here, and obviously we can try to do this while we're here, checking off another capital. But let's see what's cooking. Nope. 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 Yes, kind of. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Nope. 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 Almost. 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 Is that taking us to the place I was just talking about? I don't think so. I think this is a different city altogether, right? Let's check the map here again. No, that might actually be it. Okay, let's do that. So I'm curious about what this is. Will it remember? No. It remembered nothing. Yeah, so it's basically within the same city, but that's fine. Exploration 23 minutes. We have 7 hours to go there. It's a 2-hour trip, so let's do that. What if I told you to get to play as a fox in Tunic? Alright, a fox in a tunic. Sounds good. Yeah, I've never heard of it, so I don't know what type of game it is. Is it a platforming game? Let's just drive out, so it's left, left, and then halt him. That's where we're picking it up. Left, left. Is that a creature? What am I looking at here? It is a creature. Spooky. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, hello. Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's assume that the car is gonna also stop, right? Very strange. I think it's an Icelandic ritual or something. You have to stop, wave, say hello. It's a, you know, a relatively small place. Maybe everyone knows everyone, you know? Maybe they're just super friendly. No, so this road wasn't marked on the map, that's why I'm almost confused. I think it's obviously a little bit further we need to go until we reach the place. Should be this place, I think. Oops. We might have, might be a little bit too late actually, we'll see. Oh, 14 minutes, alright. Let's do it. It's gonna be a little bit tricky getting this out of here, I think. Not impossible, but tricky. Tricky for sure. Hey, we did it. It's an adventure game with Dark Souls-like health stamina. Stamina mana system. Alright. Sent you a trailer. Unfortunately, it's from IGN. Oh, the trailer is, alright. Okay, Tunic. Well, check it out. I mean, Souls-like games are always interesting. And playing as a fox? Always good as well, I guess. Okay. This wasn't as tricky as I expected. Do need to straighten it up, though. And we also need to check the map, because we have absolutely no idea where we're going. I think following the street signs is gonna be kind of good for Iceland, since we're not gonna see a well, this is actually not named, so that's bad. But we're making a left to get out of this place, and then a right when we're coming up to the main road, and then we're gonna make a left following road 1, so hopefully those are marked. Kind of winding, and then on the left again onto road 85. And we're looking for potentially an ice hotel. I don't know what this is. Is it just a sleeping place? And is it just a big parking lot? I don't know. And it's Ep.8 something. So left, right, left. And then onto road 85 towards potentially an ice hotel. Alright. Left, right, left. And then next time onto road 85. Alright. See how much of that I will actually remember. Is this my right? No, no, no. Is this? No. Oh, there's a speed thing. Yeah, I remember now. It was right onto the main road, so this makes sense. Left, right, and then we're gonna make a left again. Was that at the end of the line? Oh man, I don't remember. Well, we're looking for road 85 at least. That's all I know. And we're also looking for potentially a hotel. Let's see what these signs are telling us here. Okay, it points towards road 85. No, 83. But also road 1. So I guess this is our left, right? Our left, right? It's gotta be. Feels pretty good driving in the nighttime here. It's actually a little bit darker than I expected it to be. It's like 12:30 and it's almost dark actually. Yeah, beautiful sky. Oh, that's a plane. It's beautiful. But that's probably as low as the sun is gonna go. Then again, well, I don't know, is it always snowy on Iceland? I don't know. Probably not. So I don't know if we're actually in the winter months or the summer months here. It was 85, right? Now I'm kind of doubting myself. I don't think we're allowed to turn left here, so that's good. And it should probably be a little bit further. So yeah. It is road 85. I do like that all the numbers are everywhere. It's along the road, it's on all the signs, it's really good. Iceland, I love you. I think we're just driving a lot uphill here, but yeah, my trailer feels pretty heavy. Don't know that it is. Okay, this should be our turn then. I gotta say, I've been driving a little bit slower from time to time, because we have been driving in kind of tricky places a lot lately. And it is easier, of course. I'm struggling quite a bit here though. Didn't mean to drive this slow. Just trying to brake here to see how slippery it is. It doesn't feel too slippery, it's just it's like driving on gravel, it seems like. And I don't know if it is a thing or not in this game, but it would be really cool if I actually needed to change your tires for your winter tires when you're heading into areas like this. Don't think that's a thing, though. Oh god. Now we're going... I'm not going that fast, but it feels fast on these type of roads. For some reason, when we got no trees or anything like that surrounding us, it just feels almost like you're going faster as well. When you just got the expanse of everything else surrounding you. It's kind of hard to... You don't have any reference points. Really hard to gauge your own speed, actually. I don't think we're leaving this road. I think we're just following it to the end. I think. And since our trailer and truck seem to easily go up on the side wheels, left or right wheels, when I'm driving too fast in the curves, I need to really be careful. Is this it? I think it might be. Yeah, it's the UEPGA. I think I shouldn't have turned here. Don't see where the delivery spot would be, though. Probably was down there. Yeah, now we're just leaving the town. Maybe this is not the place, actually. Let's stop and check. Oh, it is actually not. It was a resting place. That's kind of why I thought it was the place. Yeah, it didn't really feel correct, so we're actually going to continue on. It's going to be a snow road, uphill, and then we're reaching whatever this is. No trees look slower. Yeah, the weird thing is it both looks faster and slower. It's just the fact that you can't judge by whatever is whizzing by outside. You get no reference points. So coming into a curve, you don't know if you're going too fast or too slow because of the lack of trees and just buildings and whatnot. Speaking of Prince again, dude started groups just so he could write songs for them to vent his creative output. Okay. Yeah. That's good. I have lost my engine. I'm in the wrong... Oh, I'm turning the wrong way. Fuck. I was so happy that this was looking good, but I'm actually turning the wrong way. We're supposed to go the other way. And also I got stuck on something. What's going on? No, I was turning the right way. Yeah, the trailer is supposed to go to my left. Okay, I was turning the right way. I was so happy about that, but then it felt wrong for some reason. Okay, let's try that again. And now I'm confused because now I've tried both ways and now I don't remember which way is the way I'm supposed to turn. This is obviously correct, just backing out onto a main road. This is how you do it. Don't do this if you're getting your license. You're not supposed to do that. I have lost my engine again. What the hell? A little bit of off-road for you. That was kind of hard seeing the depth of everything. Recommended speed 30, I think. I need to make sure that I don't stop completely because then we are probably really screwed. I don't even dare to change shift gear. I can go to one step higher. There we go. Perfect. I think I mentioned this before, but if I didn't, there was one winter when we were traveling to our ski resort that we were visiting year after year. And getting up to the ski resort, there was a similar hill to this. Not too steep, but there were a couple of places that were steep, and we were hauling a caravan as well. And there was one year where it was very icy, and we couldn't actually get up with the caravans. We had to stay down below for the first night, and then the weather was a little bit better the next day, and the road's not that slippery, and we could get up eventually. Going downhill is almost scarier than going uphill. Don't know how much control I'm gonna get if I'm braking here. This surface hasn't been too bad, but it might be, so. And we haven't seen any... Okay, I'm losing a little bit of... Well, it wasn't an ice hotel. I don't think so. Don't know what it is. Is this a quarry? I think so. Is zebra white with black stripes or black with white stripes? It's white with black stripes. for sure. Alright, let's try it. Kind of hard to tell anything from the map here. Proceed to unloading area. I'm actually gonna look at the map. The map is not gonna help me, I think. Okay, we got some more details here. Looks like we can just go anywhere we want. Everything links back up here. Can't zoom in any further, so I actually don't know. Let's go right-ish. Well, we'll see. This is a big old quarry. Seems like we actually don't have too many options here, going left or right, so it was probably a little bit more straightforward than it seemed. Should be to our left here if my internal map is somewhat correct. It's not. Okay, so we came in here, we're driving around this way. Okay, I thought we could drive here. So we actually looped all the way around, and now we're gonna go right. And hopefully in here, right? That's how I see it. It's really hard to see anything on that map, actually. Very bright yellow. There might be different ways of getting down there. There's a gate over there. Okay, it's right here. Perfect. And plenty of room to maneuver. I like it. Good quarry. Good quarry. I didn't line it up properly. That's okay. It's not too bad. Now, my depth perception is not going to be great here. Don't know how close we are. We're closing in now, though. It's time to straighten it out. That's almost good. If my depth perception was a little bit better, that would have been good. Am I supposed to park it the other way around? Oh, there we go. Man, I needed to put that all the way in. Balls deep. Alright, I probably could have done it the first try then. Alright, I'm happy with that parking. Well, we had a lot of room to maneuver with. That's good, and we're almost leveling up. Coming in on level 12. Well, speaking of the zebra, I've always seen zebras as white with black stripes. I feel like they are more white than they are black, right? You can see almost like the texture, not the texture, but the shapes of the black lines. I might be wrong about that, maybe that's just in my mind. Okay, we need to drive all the way back here. I guess we could... I can't check this city because we haven't been there. So we need to pick something up from here, sadly. Nope. Nope. I think I'm just driving back without choosing anything, because we might do some exploration and whatnot. So let's just drive back. Can we remember how to get back? Probably not. What is the town called? It is called Akureyri. So basically for a long time it's just a straight line all the way up, coming up to Road 1. Yeah, it shouldn't be too problematic. Can't really skid. We're gonna try the handbrake here. Yeah, so when your handbrake is on, you can't really accelerate. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of interesting because the physics is pretty good in general. Maybe you just can't do that with a truck. Maybe the design not to be able to slide around. I had a feeling that might happen. What am I seeing in the mirror here? I'm not sure. We're still moving, so maybe we will maybe we will straighten out somehow. So I got two options now. I can reload a save, or I can just pay money and get back to the city. I'm actually going to see if we have a save point that we can reload, because I kind of want to drive back. And I know I was driving way too fast there. I was driving like 90 or 100. It didn't feel that fast though, for some reason. Let's see... What happened? Oh, did I just delete it? Oh boy, I don't think I did. What a save point. Okay, this is after we parked the thing. Okay, perfect. Right? The trailer is not where we parked it though, but that might be okay. I think it just doesn't save through the save points. Alright, let's not drive that fast, but let's drive kind of fast. I was just trying to get some reaction from the wheels, the tires on the ground, you know? Hear some gravel going everywhere, but yeah. I'm getting no reaction really. And it still handles pretty well. And the fact that we flipped over is because it's easier to do that now. If I had the default settings, I don't think I would have flipped over there. Could look for a job here, I guess. Sure. Nope. 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 It has been the curse. The last, I guess ever since you started this new playthrough. We cannot get a delivery. Not even in the direction that we want to go. My only thing here would have been stay on Iceland. I feel like yeah, my grip is way worse now without a trailer. That's strange. Now I'm sliding all over the place. Because I'm driving faster, maybe. Could also be that the weight of the trailer helped us maybe keep our grip, yeah. Oh god. Already feel like I'm gonna lose control. There we go. Oh, okay. Nice bump. Thank you. Yeah, that is so strange how slippery it was without a trailer. We did see a sign for a pickup place here. That might have just been pointing us towards where we actually were going. This UEPG. Or maybe there is a pickup place here. We can have a little look. Might as well try to pick up a job here. Yeah, but I think it's only a hotel. Don't think we need sleep yet, right? 5.5 hours, 6 hours almost. Yeah, that's probably fine. Not shifting gears very well today. Do some drifting. Yeah, I was trying to, but yeah, seems impossible. Either you just flip over or you stay very stable on the ground. Just trying to do something. And also, hello, doo-doo. And we're looking for road 1, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure this out. Yeah, I'm very surprised how slippery it is without your trailer. It's insane. I'm losing control so easily. Why is that so different? Oh, what the fuck, boss? Slow down. How did we collide? I don't know. Both of us were in the correct lane. I think our mirrors just happened to touch. What the hell? Every single turn, I'm just losing control. So I think it has something to do with the weight. Let's see, we're going towards Akureyri. Well, okay, I might have been over the line a little bit. I feel now that I'm kind of doing that once in a while. But I feel like the bus was also actually kind of far, almost across. Usually, the AI is keeping very well to the center of their lane. Wait, we actually have some trees here on the left side, I just noticed. It's not completely barren. Nice. is so easy to drive too fast when you're driving without a trailer. It's absolutely insane. Alright, so we gotta check out some place to make a pickup. Don't think we need sleep before we do that, so just find some place to stop and look. Well, I have no idea where any of these places might be. There should be some place to stop. Could take a quick little peek here since we're basically standing still. Basically. Hello, Miriam. Oh, it is the day. Nice Iceland roads, indeed. We only had one flip so far, so not too much to worry about. Nope. 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 Yes? Alright, I'll take it. How long? Fuck. We need sleep if we're gonna do this. Saturday. Yeah, that's not gonna... Friday. Okay, it's gonna work. We can sleep on the job. Yeah, alright. We need to make a U-turn. And continue on the the 821. Okay, we can do that. I think we can do the U-turn here. That's gonna be fine, right? Might be a little bit illegal. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Oh, look at those missing textures. Oh no. Or it's just painted in really cool colors. Who knows? Alright, this was way easier than what the game wanted me to do. Splendid! Don't remember if we're heading for Flygvallur or what, but this is a turn we're not making. And then it should almost come to a natural stop, according to the map, but that's probably not how it's gonna be, so I might just drive right past the pickup place. And as always, I didn't check what the company's called, so hooray. Yeah, look at this. There's a lot of trees here. Maybe this is our place? Maybe? I don't know. It is something. I feel like it shouldn't be this soon, so this is probably not it. Could sleep here, I guess, if we wanted to. Yeah, this doesn't even seem to be a pickup place. No. Back out on the street and... Bendastum Islands. That's what we're looking for. Alright. Oh, he's turning. Alright. Follow the same road all the way. Yeah. Yeah. So it definitely looks like we're coming right onto the building. Even though the road continues to the left, it should almost be as if we're coming to a complete stop. There's not too many times where I actually need to use my head tracking when I'm driving on the main roads. It's usually for city driving and parking, but yeah, these winding roads, definitely have to use it. Gotta prepare for what's coming up. Is this a resting place? Okay, this has got to be the place. That looks majestic somehow. Just it's the only building we can see, and it's a pretty huge one as well. Alright, I need to double check the stats here to see if we can actually sleep on the job here. Nope. 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 I have missed the timer for it. Alright. It is really hard making deliveries right now when we're just trying to explore. So I guess we're just driving all the way back here again. Because if we go all the way down here, I guess we could get deliveries all the way up. Yeah, maybe we should try that. And I guess I can just stop by any other place. It doesn't really want me to go this way. Is it gonna be completely blocked, or what is going on here? If we build step by step... Nope. There is a limit here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Nope. I'm gonna assume it's fine driving here anyway. Right? So, back out on the road the way we didn't take, then we're gonna make a right turn onto F26, basically towards Selfoss, maybe. Is this a road? It is. Just one lane though, so I don't think we're gonna have any traffic here. Let's try not to... I could... a little shortcut here. He's yawning already? Did it really take me that long to drive that stretch of road? We had like 6 hours. What? That's insane. Is time going by faster on Iceland? I don't know. Seems like it. Yeah, we're not even gonna make it to a freaking rest place then. What? Look at snow in the background. Cool. Oh, this was a bad road. Well, I actually don't remember anything. There's no traffic anyway, so... Okay, this is a right turn, but we are gonna die. There is no place to rest, unless... Oh, this is actually a resting place. Well, I don't need to mark it, but yeah, we might actually be able to make it over here. Okay, perfect. So let's keep an eye out for whatever that is. Look at the signs. They're all, dirty. That's cool. What the? What do you mean closed? I don't believe in this. Can we circumnavigate it? Seems like someone else has been driving off-road here, actually. Look at that, there's tire tracks in the snow. Next to the gate. Hopefully the world doesn't just disappear. This is fine. I don't know exactly where the road is. Oh, I kind of see the road actually. See? No problem. It's gonna be slow getting where we're going though, so... They're really trying to make me not drive here. Don't know what's wrong with them. And now we're sleepy as well. Don't know why snow is this hard. This feels like an adventure track that you're not supposed to do, but it is doable. I'm glad we don't have a trailer for this actually. So if I would have driven here with a trailer, it would have been nasty. Okay. There were a lot of chances to turn back, you know? So I guess it is actually close, but there's collision on the ground. There's even a road. Okay. Okay. It is very slippery though. What the? Well, this has been interesting. Is this our little resting place? Please tell me it is. Don't think it is. It's not. We are so far away still. We only made it a third. This is annoying because it's gonna be bad falling asleep here. It's not too much we can do. Either we're gonna have to reload or we're gonna have to transport all the way back to a previous city, which could be okay. But I really want to try to drive this whole stretch of road, you know? The funny thing is that the game, when we marked the position on the map, it didn't stop me going this far. But later on, that is when it tells me, oh, you cannot drive here anymore. So we've been given a lot of warnings. We haven't listened to any of those. It's very bouncy all of a sudden. So it would be nice not being driving this in a rushed mode, because we could flip our truck anywhere here. It looks flat, but apparently it's not. It's very bouncy and bumpy. I wish there was a snow effect, or at least a rain effect, on our windscreen here as well. It's... oh god. And we're falling asleep. This is great. This is great. This is perfect. I don't think this is it either. No. Definitely not. Or is it? No. That's money taken out from our bank account, nothing else. There's people out here. Oh, what the? Okay. Now we're getting a sleeping fine, I think, or a speeding ticket, don't know which. Look, it's green. If we can make it all the way over to the rest area, I'm gonna be really happy. This has been one of the coolest places in the game. I wonder if there's more Easter eggs like this, because you're definitely not supposed to go there. Not with a trailer, at least. Why am... okay, now we're sliding. Ooh, okay, we're almost there. Just continue straight up ahead, and we're closing in. Alright. Now I'm very curious about this. Another gate that we can just drive around. I am intrigued. We might have to return here at some point. I'm sorry if my steering wheel is very loud, it is making a lot of noise right now. But so is the gravel road, so... Man, this is cool. Way different climate than before. And environment as well. Oh god. Probably a good thing we couldn't pick that job up. I don't remember if this is the way we intended to go. With the trailer, probably not. That delivery was probably for a different area completely. Oh god, he has fallen in with his car. Sorry guys, coming through. Sorry about this car. You'll get it up one day. Maybe it's an eternal resting place, the one we're looking for. God. I do wonder how much damage this will do to our truck. I'm gonna have to quickly look at the map here again, just make sure we haven't missed it. Okay, it is coming up. One more big turn and then follow the road for a little bit. Alright. We might fall asleep a couple of times here. It's not gonna be too bad, a little bit. I do wonder if our tires are gonna be at like 98% damage or something. They should have been completely broken down by now, I think. But like I said, I wish I wasn't almost falling asleep here. Wow, the sign for Bumpy Road had fallen over if you would have come from the other direction. That is really interesting. Definitely a sneaky little area, this one. Pretty damn cool, though. I do wonder if it's meant to become a regular part of the map, and they're just building on it still, or if it's actually intended as almost an Easter egg. This has gotta be it, right? We made it. Whew! Absolutely insane! What the heck? So from this side, it's so weird because the road, you know, there is a road, but there was a gate, but we could get by it. It's very interesting. So you could easily, if you have a trailer, you could easily try to go this way. I mean, it would be possible, I guess, as long as you're not rushing it. I'm almost tempted driving all the way back again because I kind of want to drive it for real, you know? But maybe we can do that later. That was pretty cool, I gotta say. So we have something marked. What do we have marked? Why is this red? I don't get it. Nothing is marked, but... Oh, because we picked that job, I guess. Okay, I see. Can I But that is gone, that job, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's just continue on. I'm confused. There is a sighting place here, or whatever it's called. I think it was. I would assume so. Or what is this? Yeah, it is. Hello? No? It's gone. It's back. Alright, that was kind of cool. It took a little bit too long, but it was kind of interesting that we could see... Probably you're supposed to approach it from this side, right? I don't know. And this seemed almost like a warning that the sign was flipped over. And also just seeing the sharp turn along the mountain. Maybe that's actually behind us here, so we'll see. Or wait. No, it is coming up. Well, we'll see. That's like my max screensaver. Yep. Yep. Could easily be used at that. Oh no. I think that is what's coming up, right? That should be this cliff over here, so we know that there is going to be a sharp turn and nothing behind it. Also, let's look at our damage report here. I'm curious. What was it, F7? 11%, that's the worst we've ever had on our tires. And we have been in a couple of collisions, but it's probably mostly the tires, right? So, yeah, interesting. Sorry. I do wonder if they've put all of these rocks specifically here so you slow down. Otherwise it's a good chance you just go flying. I'm almost tempted doing that. This is probably one of the few places we can actually get some air. It would have been insanely scary driving here, even with like a Jeep or something like that. Imagine being out here in the middle of the night. It's like 4 hours to the closest place if you're having any good luck. Imagine if one of your tires just pops. Or multiple if you don't have a spare one. Because yeah, our tires should be very broken. Holy schmoly. Am I supposed to drive around it? I don't know what the strat is. It's very bumpy everywhere. Would have been cool if there was other traffic out here and you actually had to stop at the side to let them pass or something. Well, this is very narrow. I have been told that there are regular cars in the game. This would have been really cool driving with a sports car. Or a Jeep, probably. Oh, what the heck is going on? Sadly, I don't think the ground has the structure that it seems to have. I mean, these rocks are mostly decorative. You're not actually colliding with each specific little rock. So it's kind of hard to... yeah, right there, it's just flat ground, but for some reason we're almost flipping over by just driving normally. I feel like we're hovering a little bit now. Maybe not. Okay, I think we're back on the ground again. Oh, man. I'm really happy we found this place. It's terrific. Whew. All right. Are you out of the map now? No. We are actually driving on a marked road. It's just... there was a gate in the world, but the road is not blocked off for traversal. There has even been construction working. There was a guy having driven off the road as well. So I think it's just a little challenge road, but you're not supposed to drive here with a trailer, is my thinking. But it has been very fun and interesting, and we haven't fucked up driving on this off-road course. It's very cool. Now, the big question is, should we try to drive this path with a trailer? Is that even possible? It would be interesting. Alright, let's see what we're... So that gate is actually open from this side. Maybe it's always open if you've been in the area. Maybe. So we have a place here, we might as well check it out, right? So I don't know how to cancel the pick. I don't know why it's still marking that, that's very strange. Alright, let's see if we got something going on here. We should probably repair our truck as well, but can't do that right now. My steering wheel is gonna break in a second now. It's working overtime with all the vibrations. Seems like a rough... Yep. Okay, as long as you drive slow enough, there is no vibration. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're probably sleepy again though, so let's check that out first. How are we looking? 8 hours, okay, that's good. That is good. Okay, that seems reasonable. That's a 6-hour drive. Let's do this one. Only 3 hours, really. And it is actually to Reykjavik, so let's do that. At least then you can get Thrustmaster 1. How... Okay, I guess I can drive out that way. Okay. I was a little bit worried that we'd need to make a U-turn here. But we can drive out that way. Okay, perfect. Are we on? No. Are we on? No. It stopped flashing, so I thought we were on. Are we on? No. The hell? Oh, I wasn't lined up. That's why I couldn't see the flashing. This seems good, though. Hello? Come on. No? Okay. Am I too far to the left here? I don't know. Maybe. I was way too far left. Did it auto-connect? Or what was that sound? I think we're connected. It's been confusing. Do I have the trailer or don't I? I don't think I have. Well, I do. Why does it seem like it's not moving? But now we should be connected. Alright. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. Except that I can't drive? Hello? Okay. Straight forward or to the right here? That's the big question. We also need to look at the map here. Okay, we're not really getting information. I think either one is fine. Then just straight out and right, F26. And we're entering road 1, a yellow road towards Reykjavik. And we might have options here. So we're going to take the first road left. We're driving towards some ship. I've already forgotten if I'm turning left or right. Right when we're reaching the road. Alright. I think my steering wheel is, it smells of burnt plastic and electronics. It's, let's try not to drive on any bumpy surfaces for a while. My brother's thinking about getting the $700 wheel for GT7. I mean, I think it's worth paying good money for a good steering wheel if you have the interest of playing these type of games. I mean, I just bought the cheapest one, basically. But it's been working out well. Obviously, this is not a truck driving wheel, and my shifter isn't a truck shifter at all. It's more like a racing car setup, but it works fine for this. But yeah, I can definitely see buying quality, because, you know, there's a lot of things that need to feel correct. But since this is my first wheel anyway, it's fine. You should have race stream with Mirheim, who can deliver faster. I think Mirheim will beat me any day of the week. Smell of quality. Hmm. Well, we haven't seen a lot of cars out in on these roads. Hopefully we're coming on some here. Those cracks in the road that we just drove past, they're very similar to the ones I found on Tago yesterday or today. Right outside the military base in the northern part of the map. Just found a couple of cracks in the asphalt as well, that I've never seen before. This is obviously a gravel road, so I don't know why the... Well, I guess there could be cracks in a really dry gravel road as well. I had the GT5 Logitech wheel before. It was nice. I like the adjustments you can make without pausing the game. Okay. I don't think I have any options of doing anything. I mean, I can pause. I don't have to pause the game, but I can't do anything on the wheel itself. But I can open the software, of course, without pausing the game, but I need to leave the game. So I don't have any options, I think. Maybe there is options. There's kind of like a couple of pre-assigned buttons, which would probably open up a menu or something. So maybe I could bind something for that. But it wasn't PS4 compatible. This one I have now is PS3, 4, and 5 and PC, yeah. I think mine also works for Xbox at least, maybe not PlayStation. This is a terrible road. Could try going a little bit faster. Yeah, the bounciness is the same. Car adjustments. What do you mean, like signaling and stuff like that? Because I can't do an adjustment really to the truck. All that, I guess I could bind it to some stuff. But if I want to redo something about my mirrors, for instance, I need to reach for F4. And then use my mouse to steer that, but I guess you could probably do something like that. This is gonna be a slow delivery. I don't know if the game considers the gravel road when it puts the timer on the job. Oh, slightly better road? Nope. Exactly the same surface. Looks better though, but it's as bumpy. What the heck? I'm just gonna double check. I don't think we were supposed to turn, right? Wait. No. Finally on paved roads again. What a feeling. It's been years. Still feel like my hands are shaking. Adjust down, force front and rear, the slip differential, and few other things, alright. I mean, there's a... my wheel at least, it has like a basic controller layout. With the D-pad and the buttons and whatnot. So, I mean, I could assign whatever I like to those buttons. So depending on what you're using, sure. I still have one or two buttons available actually. Still I'm reaching for a keyboard for connecting our trailer and also for the map. I'm going a little bit faster, am I not? Yes. There has never been a road in this game that has felt as smooth as this one does right now, after driving for, I don't know, an hour or so, on super bumpy roads. This has been a unique feeling. No cars in sight. Sheep? What the heck? Feels like a completely different place with the no snow here. Very nice. What? Okay, the truck did stop. Jesus. And I think the way I've got it set up is that when we're driving on a road like this, I'm not getting any road bumps at all in my steering wheel. I think it's the engine actually vibrating your steering wheel. You could have that on, but that was kind of annoying because it vibrates in a different way than a real steering wheel in a car would do. And I think you're kind of vibrating all of you with the entire vehicle, right? But here, I'm not getting those vibrations myself. It's only my hands. It kind of feels off. But driving on the gravel road, it's kind of fine having the bumpiness because it makes you feel like you actually should slow down. So right now I'm having no vibration at all in my steering wheel. I took that turn a little bit bad, so I had to go up on the curb. It's kind of nice how they made it those different seasons almost on the different parts of the island. I don't think the north and the south should have this much of a difference in the weather, right? But from a gameplay point of view, it's kind of good. Getting these nice views and then also some snowy roads. That's kind of cool. That's a fake geyser up ahead. It's a man-made geyser. So, on the map, it seemed like the number of on the road should be a yellow number 1. I assume it's the same. Or maybe we're actually... well, we might see a different number 1. What the... what happened? Okay. That was a weird artifact for a second. Let's see. Okay, this is probably the turn where we're turning left, right? Stop it! Okay. Okay. So this is probably Reykjavik up ahead then, right? Maybe? Did I read incorrectly on the sides maybe? Maybe it never said Reykjavik. Oh no, it is. Okay. I feel confident now. Do we remember where the delivery point is? No, it is someplace. It was something with ship? Skip? What is this big tower here? It looks super huge. The heck? Also seems to have some weird textures going on. Or are those like cables connecting the green ones? No, I think it's missing textures. Oh no. Oh god. That's not great. What the? We got some weird stuff going on. I don't know if this is our place, but it's too scary driving straight ahead. There's some weird stuff going on. Let's stop here for a second. Okay, this is probably it. I'm skip. Okay. I'll take it. We're also gonna have to look at whatever this is. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. What the heck? Fortunately, there is no collision on these weird textures. They're just showing up. And obviously they're not supposed to be here. Excuse me? Oh, it's not the correct place. Sam skip, not I'm skip. Okay. Well, back out on the road and to the right then. Alright. Well, that was my mistake. For not remembering exactly. So I don't know what... Okay, I lost power? Because I'm in the wrong gear. Also, it doesn't like driving sideways like this, the trailer. I get it. this might become a problem if we get two big areas with missing texture like this. So it's scary driving into whatever this is gonna be. Okay, it disappeared. Perfect. No, it's back. Don't look at it. If you don't look at it, it disappears. Oh god. Okay. That's probably fine. Yeah, we're seeing more and more missing textures and wonky stuff. Oh my god, yep, so much. Also someone screaming outside, what the hell? Or braking with some bad braking system. Doing my best figuring out where everything is. I should have straightened it up a little bit sooner. Yeah. Okay, we have rammed something. That's okay. Why am I always struggling with these? Is it green? Oh, it was green. It was green. Okay. And that should give us a level as well. We desperately need to fix our truck up. All that off-roading was quite something. Alright, excellent. Wait, no level? Yeah. Yeah, I think something is not working correctly. We got the missing textures, and now it didn't take us here, but we did get a point to spend. Alright, we might just take a little trip around this place. And also, what was that over there? I don't know what that is. Is that supposed to be like a windmill? It seems super huge though, the base. Or is it just missing textures? Can we enter photo mode somehow? Yeah, I don't think there is a tower here, so that is something else. Interesting. Well, I guess we're seeing a similar thing over here with the... oh god. With this blue stuff. That's also not a thing. I thought we were coming out to the ocean or something. So yeah, I definitely need to revert to a previous update, I think. So I'm not sure if it's just ProMods not keeping up. Or if it's just something bugged with something else. Probably not going to be too much to see actually here, thinking of it. So might as well check for a job. Let's fix our truck up first though. And maybe sleep. There's a combo of that over here. So right across the big street and then right at some point. I've already forgotten the way. Right. I thought it was right, but I also thought that we were going back the way we came. That was not correct. It's kind of interesting. Last time I saw kind of texture bugs like this was actually in PUBG, where all the ground just got insane infinity amount of probably height map or something, and every little bump in the ground just became 10 kilometers deep, and it felt like we were driving among super tall trees or something. Very strange. May or may not be here. I think it's the next one actually, but let's turn here. This is a garage for sale, right? Yeah, it is. I guess it could be hidden away a little bit. Probably not, though. I have missed by a spot. Wait, it's right behind me. What? Wait. Wait. No. That is still just a garage I can buy, so that is not the place. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. We're lost. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I keep fucking that up. So back again, out. Let's turn around, left, and then right. Okay. What did I say? Left, and then right, I think. It's fascinating with all these texture bugs. They're so random as well. And we got that flashing tower still, and some other stuff. Okay, yep. My memory was correct. I wasn't sure if I counted the first turn or not. So there's something over in that direction that is bugged, it seems like. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I think that whole tower structure is what's screwing things up, right? Maybe. Oh god. This is probably it. Yeah, and also we see kind of too low resolution textures on a lot of things. There's a lot of problems. Seems to be way worse on Iceland as well than we've seen before. When we were in Norway, it was mostly some overlaying texture on the roads, like every 500 meters or so, and also on the tunnels we saw some weird stuff. Engine 6%, transmission 4%, chassis 12%, cabin 10, wheels only 7. I thought the wheels was going to be the big culprit here. Whew, pretty big number here for just wear and tear fixes. We did collide with the bus as well, might have added some stuff. But worth the money. We got 90,000 here. Let's see if we have unlocked something. So let's see what we have going on here. Do we want more wheels? That usually makes it feel way different. So what is the main difference here? Some accessories are gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna do this yet. The engine though? No upgrades available. Transmission, nothing. I kinda like the square look we got going on here. Don't want to spoil that. Yeah, don't want to get rid of my wooden panel. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with the look of our truck here. We could go for the same colors, but a different... Yeah, we're gonna miss out on the logo, I think. Yeah. That's kind of sweet. $22,000 though. For what? Okay, I kind of like that blue color we got going on here. Let's see if we can do something here. 26,000. Kind of like the tones of the colors we're getting here. I don't know if it matches really. It kind of does. It goes in kind of a similar color tone or something. Ah, this is getting worse and worse. Oh no. No, no, let's not. No, cancel. I'm keeping the old stuff. Was there anything else we could do on the inside, maybe? Driver's plate. I'm not using that. I mean, we need to have a coffee mug, that's for sure. Yes. Breakfast cereals. Fire extinguisher could be good. Water is important as well. Handbag, a cooler. That looks nice. Yeah. Cozy. Relationship status. Single, taken, trucker. I think the last one says. That's kind of cool. I like it. Home sweet home. That's nice. This one kind of, it's not the same color as our paint job. Is there no pillow that says Mother Trucker? Let's go with the skull, I guess. I like that. It doesn't fit with any colors here, though. Don't like that. This kind of fits with the grayness indoors, I guess. Oh, that's fine. Kind of works with the blanket, I guess. Alright, any other secret stuff we can change? Air freshener? Could be good. Rocket League ball. We did use a skull in an old truck. Maybe we should go for something else now. I kind of like the dice. Black or white? Let's go with the black one. Alright. It's yours. We get a rest as well, which we can do here. That's no problem. Something outside also. I don't know what we want to do though. I feel like we're probably gonna upgrade our chassis or something soon. So I might as well wait, because so many things just gets removed anyway. That's kind of why I didn't do anything on that side. This is actually starting to tilt me, all of these bugs. If you look at the mirror as well, you can see the textures missing on the ground. So... or lights or something, yeah, maybe. Probably will put some lights on top of the truck at some point. But yeah, it's starting to get a little bit too much. You know, when we just had the stuff on the road, it was kind of fine because you hardly notice it. But now we got these bugs. No, yeah, there we go. And we also got like low resolution texture on the building and the background. Also low resolution on the frames over here. So I think what I need to do is either, if there is a way of updating ProMods, maybe you need to do that continuously, and that's probably going to be a couple of weeks, maybe days, months after an update. So I think I need to revert. Let's see how fast that is to do that. And if it's even possible to do that. I have done it with some game before. I don't remember how to do it though. Manage properties. There's a lot of betas. I don't know if that's what we're going for. So what version am I running right now? Where do I see that? Hmm. Yeah, I actually don't know how to do this. There are some betas which might be older installs, but they don't sound official. Yeah, and these betas are incompatible with mods. Well, maybe this is correct. Does anyone know which the current version of the game is? I can't find that out for some reason. Where would I see that? General, it doesn't tell me. Should be like 14 point something. If I can figure out which version we're running now, I can just go back one step maybe, and that might fix our problems. Well, I guess I'm just trying. Select the beta you would like to opt into. Alright, how do I do that? Enter beta access code. I think this is happening automatically. Yeah, this is gonna be slow. This is a 60... No, it's a 15 gigabyte download, and it's very, very slow for some reason. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here today. This is gonna be very slow, and then it's gonna take 10,000 years to start the game up again. Well, that was really fun driving off-road. Well, it wasn't actually off-road, but it felt like off-road. We found almost like a Easter egg road. That was kind of cool. And we were allowed to drive the entire way. There were a lot of big rocks. We did some driving where we couldn't see the road. We had snowstorms. We had a lot of stuff happening. It was super cool. And we managed to get through without falling asleep as well, which was very, very close. So I'm gonna have to do some tests during the weekend here to see if this version is actually the correct previous version. I'm gonna have to check that up. Just launched Dark Souls instead. It's also not installed, so no. And I got some things I need to do anyway, so that's pretty good that we're ending earlier today. So sorry about that. But more truck driving next week, hopefully with the version that works with ProMods. So I can probably figure that out from the ProMods page, otherwise see which version is supported. We'll see. But we're far from done with Iceland, probably gonna stay here for a couple of weeks or something. So that'll be it, actually. Sunday, hopefully retro games. We're gonna continue. I have no mouth, but I need to scream. I must scream, whatever it's called. Hopefully. So yeah, next week more PUBG and yeah, some other stuff. So he's quitting us for porn. Well, that's a given. That's always the thing, right? But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.